bizarre twist of fate, Kanan and Yuji awakened the strange fetish in Leo, which earned them her stamp. Now, only one stamp remained to complete the mission. However, Kanan had absolutely no idea how to get the final stamp from her father. To make matters worse, Milch and Mio had recently been inexplicably clinging to Yuji, leaving Kanan completely overwhelmed. In reality, Theo's spear was much more easygoing than Kanan had imagined. He told them that if Kanan and Yuji could win the beach volleyball tournament he was hosting, he would give them the stamp. But Kaina was quietly furious over Yuji's closeness with Milch. Out of spite, she declared that since Yuji liked Milch so much, he should just team up with her instead. Truthfully, Kaina wanted to be closer to Yuji too, but she always chickened out due to shyness. Watching Kanan act so petulant, Aim sighed helplessly. She intentionally threw a piece of cake onto Yuji's face, hinting that Kanan should take advantage of the moment while he couldn't see. Unfortunately, Kanan completely missed the hint and simply licked the cream off his face. Nevertheless, it did improve her mood considerably, since nobody really wanted to see Bill's beer in a swimsuit. Willem and the others stepped up as Kanan and Yuji's opponents. Admittedly, it was incredibly difficult to take their eyes off Willem's swimsuit. To avoid getting distracted, Yuji forced himself to stare only at Kanan. Though she was embarrassed, Kanan pushed her shyness aside to win the match. Phew! They reached match point, unexpectedly, right as Yuji was about to receive the ball. Milch pulled down Willem's swimsuit to distract him. Seeing Yuji looking absolutely mesmerized, and enraged, Kanan smashed the ball right into his face. Surprisingly, this accidental move secured them the ultimate victory. After the match, everyone decided to hit the hot springs to relax. Yuji ran into Bill's beer in the bathwash after the latter had taken off his disguise. Bill's beer was genuinely surprised that Yuji had actually managed to collect all the stamps, but he still believed that true love between a demon and a human was impossible. Bill's beer's words suddenly made Yuji realize that Kanan had never actually said she loved him. However, with his quirky train of thought, his immediate reaction was to feel ecstatic that he was Kanan's first man. Unwilling to lose, Bill's beer argued that if they were counting, he was Kanan's first man. The two ended up bickering over who knew Kanan better, completely unaware that the girls in the adjacent women's bath could hear every word. Embarrassed and panicked, Kanan smashed the wall to stop them, only to find that Yuji and Bill's beer had already passed out from soaking too long. When Yuji finally woke up, Kanan brought him to her secret base. She told him it was the first time she had ever brought someone to her home. She felt terribly embarrassed about all the trouble he had gone through. Yuji replied that he was genuinely happy to have met Kanan's family, and he shared some homemade croquettes he had made with her, remembering that croquettes were the very first food they had ever eaten together. Kanan suddenly understood why those ordinary croquettes had tasted so incredibly delicious back then. It was because Yuji was by her side. Just as the atmosphere between them grew romantic, Theosper suddenly appeared and interrupted the moment. He announced that he was there to give them the final stamp. In truth, this was not just a test, but a guarantee. If Yuji ever did anything to hurt Kanan in the future, Theosper would never forgive him. Confidently, Yuji declared that such a thing would never happen, because he loved Kanan more than anything. Hearing this, Kanan instantly blushed. Yeah, this also gave her an idea, and she told Yuji to keep trying to make her say those 3 words. And thus, this chapter of Yuji and Kanan's story comes to a close. What kind of adventures will they embark on next? Follow my channel to get the latest anime updates first.